Hello, good morning, good day, good evening, depending where you are in the world. Bonsi here for my weekly Thursday 10 a.m. Mountain Time live broadcast, heart share, hangout in the virtual commons. This is actually the first time I've used my computer to use Facebook website to do these because I've had either my phone or a third-party app. So it's a little bit different each time how it works. So today I wanted to the topic I introduced is this what's been on my heart and mind lately, this shift from win-lose paradigm to win-win paradigm. Like that's this very important paradigm shift that I see as essential and actually inevitable if we're to continue in our path as an evolving species and not kill ourselves off. So what does that mean? Like everything is about winning and losing to so much of the world. It's like our whole financial, economic, business structure is beat your competition. There's scarcity. You have to compete for it. Somebody's going to get it and somebody isn't. We have sports. It's always team against team. There's going to be a winner. There's going to be a loser. We watch movies and entertainment, and there's always a villain and there's a hero, and the hero is supposed to kill the bad guy. And there's something that is deep in our psyche that there's always this win-lose survive or die. Like there's this thing that's just so essential to our history. There's a lot of reasons for a lot of that. And we're in a new time and place and context where we have technology, we have resources, we have a global nervous system and this internet where we can instantly know anything that goes on. If there's an earthquake on the other side of the planet, we know about it instantly. We see photos and videos and hear stories immediately. We live in a different context, and we have the resources. We have this world of resources at our fingertips, and we can continue in this we're going to fight over everything, and I'm going to try to be the dominating person on top. Or what happens if we start shifting our consciousness, shifting so that we're really looking for the win-win, the win-win-win, the all-win, the pan-win. It's like, what if we all win? What we have the resources. If we just clear the sandbox, we have enough resources on this planet for everybody. Especially with utilizing the technology we have, we can create massive abundance for everybody if we shift our paradigm. We can get rid of half of our jobs because they're completely unnecessary in an abundant world. Money, police, cops, judges, tax collectors, investments, like Wall Street. We don't need any of it in a moneyless society, for instance. That's a big concept for some because we're very attached to what it's done for us so far. And it's been good. It's been good. Money's been awesome. It's been way better than me having to go find 5 chickens so this guy that has a cow that I want can be happy and we can trade or whatever the heck it is. Like money is very useful and efficient trading. But in this world where we have technology and resources, it's like it just doesn't make sense anymore to use a system that requires scarcity. Money systems require scarcity. That's one of the main problems. Another main problem is that our economic system completely ignores our environment. And that's not just a catchy hippie phrase or term. It's like things like oxygen that we need to live, things like water that we need to drink, our food. Like, economy does not pay attention to that. And it actually incentivizes corporations, it incentivizes entities to pollute, to waste, to not care about any of those things. And then we try to throw a band-aid on it and create a law or do a fine. We charge, some company a fine, a few $1 million for causing an oil spill or something or other, and we can't get those fish back and we can't get that water cleaned. It's like, and that company made billions in profits. They don't even care about 3 million fine or something. It's like our system is so whack. We actually need a system that intrinsically, inherently cares about the environment. It's actually part of the process. But if we're in win-lose dynamics, fighting over what we believe is a limited resource, we'll never escape. We'll never escape this trap that keeps going around in circles and circles and circles. How to convey the profundity of this small shift. Small shift. It's as big as a universe. The shift from win-lose to win-win. That's all it is. It's like, yes, there's enough for all of us. We can create a scenario where we all get our needs met, where we all actually have an abundant life. It's incomprehensible to me. We have the resources and technology to give ourselves that now. The research has been done decades ago, and it's still accurate, even more so. We could work 10% of what we work now and have a lifestyle that's 10 times as much. And I don't even exaggerate. So what does it take? What does it take for us? I mean, there is, on one level, there's a mental understanding of what a system like I'm talking about might look like and how it might function. And on another level, there's a consciousness that actually wants that actually is good looking for that, is okay stepping out of this win-lose paradigm. And I believe it's that consciousness piece that's the hardest to shift. And our whole, it's like confirmation around us of that. Our whole system is based on it. So everywhere we look, we see confirmation that of course it's win-lose. I'm in this corporation. I'm either going to get the promotion or I'm not, or someone else is going to get it. But that's because our whole system is based on it. And yes, to some extent, maybe there's, how much do you have to play that game while the system is still active? That is a valid question that may have some different answers depending on your context. But can you shift your desire for that? Like if it was possible to create a win-win-win for everyone, would you want that? Would you vote for it? Would you put your resources into it? And I believe it's a complicated question that ties into many other layers of healing our childhood wounds, healing our 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 lives, our traumas. Like we kind of have this, we walking around with pain and reaction, and it's like it's hard to, how do we drop into this trust that if I care about you, that you're going to care about me back, right? Like there's some level of surrender and trusting that in something, as well as taking agentic action towards what you know is possible. Hmm. What is it to enter into non-rivalrous dynamics? And as you see, I take these moments to pause, to be in silence, to feel what comes next. Can it all be okay? Hmm. It starts with me loving myself and then loving those around me and then loving those that are farther away. Well, if you're still watching this and live or later, feel free to comment below. What do you see? What are you wondering about? Are you ready for a win-win-win culture? We're not driven by fear because of some perceived threat, perceived enemy. The news, politicians, they're really good at creating perceived enemies out of other nations, other parties, other, it's like it's always this, they're going to do this to us. We have to fill in the blank. How do we drop into win-win-win? And we really do have the same basic needs as human beings: food, shelter, clothing, love, security, a place to thrive, to belong, to express our gifts, to be received, to contribute. But we serve ourselves and others more when we can relax this sympathetic nervous system, this fight or flight, this always on edge. Learning to celebrate what is, to be okay with what is, to love what is. Hmm. And again, if you're still watching, thank you for joining. Thank you for listening, for being present, being with me in these moments. I'd love to hear anything that's stirring in you. And yeah, for now, I'll sign off. Have a blessed day.